Alright, welcome back to Tran Wins Death Road to Canada. Kepa Mode. Not quite sure where I've left off. It is now July 15th, 2017. The group sets up camp late. On the nearby highway is a bunch of abandoned cars. They're broken, but many should have a little bit of gas. Would you like to send someone out for gas? Ooh. I don't have much morale. Well, we'll send Murray. The reason is, this is the night siphon, so I will eat food. So Murray will go up to 1, whereas if I send Kepa, he'll go down to 1 and up to 2. Actually, you know what? That might be better to send Kepa anyways then. Yeah, let's send Kepa. He should go up to 2. There we go. Kepa siphons the gas, but actually swallows a bit and gets really, really sick that night instead of sleeping. While driving on the death road, the group decides to make a stop for supplies. Well, let's see what my gear is. Do I need... Yo, I probably should do the factory. Not factory, hardware store. I should probably do the hardware store. I have, like, nothing. Well, let's put my weapon... Let's actually take a stock of my weapons here. I guess it's not that bad. I have some gear. Oh, and everybody's tired too. Well, just he is tired. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot to consider Kepa being my strong man. Alright. Let's do the hardware store. I would like more weapons. I might even find some gas. The group finds a hardware store. There may be cans of gas or a chainsaw here, but only if other people haven't picked the place clean yet. Alright, so by this point, I have finished uploading all of Shadow Mortar up to episode 31. And that should be it, unless I choose to speedrun the game. Once I finish Death Road to Canada, I just need to finish Little Lily Princess, which is slow going because I have to find a time where both me and the missus are available. Don't have to care for the kids. And then I need to figure out if I can ever get Dragon Quest Heroes 2 to work. After that, I will have completed every series. So those are the series left ongoing on my channel right now. The reason I try to have so much variety in the series I play is I don't want to be thought of as just like one game person. So that way, if I ever switch games, there would be no player base there. I'm really rusty, I think. Because I was just sort of talking and not fighting, but I guess it's probably better I do talk. I don't know. Murray's probably a mechanic because he or she came with a wrench. Alright, this one last loop. Now I haven't really gone near the door, so I may have to I may have to make another pass just to get away from the door. But I want to get all these zombies and bring them to the bottom near the car. Or I'll just kill them all, considering they're having a tough time getting around this wreckage. It is kind of nice having a early team of fighters. It is early, it's only 11 days, I have a full team right now. So I probably wasn't planning on keeping Murray around for long. And I think I kind of remember it. I think my car was probably about to die, and I need to repair my car to make it to the next siege. Okay, this was the right choice. Man, I'm rusted. Fortunately, just walking in a zombie is not damage. You have time. They have to stick their arms out. They'll grunt, and then they have to actually hit you with the arms as the arms thrust out. So even the arms out is just like them getting ready, or gearing up for the attack, or the combat animation, or however you want to describe it. I haven't gotten bitten that much, but when I was doing some editing on Death Road to Canada, and I think one of the points where the AI just like ran around, got bit, and maybe after 5 exclamation marks or something you get bit. I'll have to look the next time I get bit and remember to look at that in the editing. And that might be like something like a stamina gauge. So something that will recover after a period of time, so then you get 5 exclamation marks again. But if you, for example, run from one zombie to the next, for example, they may not have to wait for 5 exclamation marks. The AI isn't as good getting tired. So, for example, with the sledgehammer, he may not back up far enough. the AI ability to dodge zombies is way more improved than, say, the second half of Season 1. Don't know if anything really got dropped in there. Dog keeps picking up random crap. I'll make a sweep for the wrenches later. There's no need to carry anything further into the building unless I'm going to use it for combat. There's not even a toilet for searching in here, which is unfortunate because I'm like probably really close for finding my my 100th toilet searched genie thing. my extra health point for Kepa. Alright, so that's everything in this store, which, while the side rooms were a disappointment, it was actually a pretty good run considering I found Chainsaw 96 gas. So, why don't you hold on to that for the moment. I think there's another wrench in the back room, but that's fine. I'm gonna walk away with a couple extra wrenches as it is. While the wrenches, there we go. While the wrenches themselves won't necessarily accomplish anything, it does give me a little bit extra stockpile. It does give me a little bit of an extra stockpile. In case in case something happens, like, I don't know, if I lose a character and he takes my weapon. I went in with what, like 1 tire iron, and 2 frying pans. So now I'm probably gonna end up with a hammer, a chainsaw, and a crowbar. But even if I have a bunch of extra weapons I can't use, I did get some gradual improvements. I'm not exactly sure if they are improvement. If I were taking this super seriously, I would completely look at the stats for these particular weapons. But I don't think there's gonna be much mileage out of it right now. I only have 6 bullets in that gun. I have almost no ammo. Alright, so who should repair it? Well, Murray's my mechanic, right? I don't okay, yeah, obviously. Okay, man, I must be so rusty. I was looking to the left and I saw all the question marks, like, oh crap, I don't know if Murray's my mechanic. No, it's to the right. Man, it's only been 2 weeks. Anyways, so yeah, Murray's my mechanic, so yeah, just repair it. Murray's mechanic goes up, and everybody's morale goes up. Now, Helly will eat less food than a normal person, so I will only need 7 food a day. At this point, I can survive roughly 4 days on the death road to Canada. Ooh, an axe. Do I have a miracle cooler charge or any shit? No, I do not. Shotguns, okay. Don't know if I really want to carry. Well, I better carry the grenade. Well, no, I probably have one more search event because the next siege is at 9. So yeah, there's no real need to carry the grenade. The reason I have to ask is because I don't trust the computer not to throw it. So if I'm carrying it with me, that's all the more likely it's going to get thrown. Alright, well, it was a modest place. I mean, nothing super awesome, but it was alright. I've had a lot worse trader camps where nothing happened. Non-useless junk shop. The group camps on a sturdy building. It seems to be an old repair shop with busted machinery laying around. This would be a great time to train with repairing things, but that would make a lot of noise. The group eats a decent meal. Murray, you might come with me to the end of the game. I don't know. I'll say no for now, because I already have 5 mechanical. I'm unlikely to really ever need a 6th mechanical. Let's see how much gas I have. I have 118 gas and my car's about to break down. I'm unlikely to really need a 6th mechanical, and I'm not 100% sure I'm going to keep Murray. So if I was 100% sure I'd keep Murray, and maybe even this car or whatever, yeah, I'd probably improve his skill. But you gotta remember that I have a siege coming up on day 9. So this will mark my 10th day, I think. So I have one more chance to rest before the next siege, assuming that the siege doesn't happen a day early, which I think is a thing that might happen. I mean, not this particular run, but I would not guarantee that you always get the siege on the 9th day. Kind of want to make Munchkin get the repair then. Let's just go to sleep for now. The group is about to break into a small, fortified grocery store, but then finds Isidore already living inside. He seems like a calm, clever person. I think if you rob him, everybody's morale goes down who has high loyalty, and that'll be Munchkin. At the same time, I think you get like 2 or 3 food, nothing much. But if he joins you, I think he brings like 6 food. I'm gonna tell him to cool it, because I could use some more cool it charges, I guess. Thankfully, that doesn't lower my morale. Sometimes cool it lowers your morale. Group spots a big grocery store. Even its parking lot is packed with zombies. Not too many scavengers have been able to get near all the food still inside. Okay, this doesn't cleave as much as I was hoping it would. So I have a tendency to go for the side zombies rather than the murder death ball zombies, because the murder death ball zombies you can essentially treat as one mega zombie, which then means you can just avoid them. I don't want to go too far north because I might end up, I think I can squeeze through that. Anyways, I don't want to go too far north because I don't want to drag up a second cluster of zombies before I finish making this one to a death ball. I have no medico, alright. Yeah, I remember the first season. I would have to frequently run away from my car. There are probably quite a bit of elements involved in that. First, the AI wasn't nearly as good as navigating zombies. Secondly, maybe I have gotten better, even if I'm a little rusty right now. Probably third, I use berserks more often these days. It's like a regular staple of my group, rather than civilized. So that means fighting them is more of a possibility than it used to be. I probably could have handled this, raising my mechanical with Munchkin or somebody. So that does limit my options more. But I had no way of knowing if I'd get like a rescue or something. Now, fighting near the edge is vaguely dangerous because zombies can spawn on you, but remember that zombies don't just hurt you by walking into you. In fact, you can just like walk past them. What I mean by that is if you have noticed my AI, let's say I'm leading the pack and I run forward. The zombie may attack Kepa and miss, but while they're attacking Kepa, even though their arms are outstretched, Munchkin might be right behind and he won't get hurt. So the Munchkin, or the zombie ability to hurt you is actually fairly limited. You just gotta be able to dodge it. Now remember, your goal isn't to murder every zombie, and I'm aware of that, but I do wish to get through this safely, which does mean having to get rid of many threats. This probably would have been something that a dog could do because the aggression was sluggish, though I'm not 100% sure how safe it would be. One of the things I might like to consider doing is raising a higher dexterity character. Like one of the first characters I made, but never really used that much, was I think Diana or something. And the idea that I had when making her was that she would be able to run fast, hire dogs that would run fast, and then just, you know, run through areas instead of killing them all. There's more options for raising your speed. There's one ability that gives you +1 dexterity, but you can only carry like 2 weapons or something. It's like Travels Light or something like that as an ability. There might be others, but these are possibilities to think about for raising a team of fast individuals. surprisingly tame over here too. I don't know if the spawn rate has changed, but I feel like in the past, if I were to come down here, half the screen would be flooded with zombies at the bottom. Well, it's not nighttime yet, so maybe that's why. So I better pick it up then. In the patch notes for the testing branch, which is a beta version of patches, which is not the version I'm playing because that starts your save over, or has a separate save thing, so there's no point for me to play that, at least for recording purposes. But anyways, patch notes say that they finally make it so that your allies can't destroy the things you're throwing, so that might be that would probably make things a lot more helpful. Trying to pick up that skeleton, but man, he sure is resisting. Ah, toilet. Let's clear this room first, just in case I mess up. I'm assuming it's always, immortality is always the same thing. When Kepa opened the toilet, a magical genie appeared. "Thanks for freeing me from the toilet," it says. "Now make a wish." Kepa makes a wish. Immortality. Kepa stares in horror as his skin turns to stone, trapping him in place forever as a statue. No, wait. It just kind of turned his skin gray. This is what I was saving all those toilets for, just so that I could have a 2-hit point Kepa. Now, if I wanted to be really stylish and have it happen on the very first toilet, perhaps on the first Yalmart, but I miscalculated how many toilets I had and really didn't keep track of it as well as I should have. So it was not quite the big bang or introduction to the Kepa Mode as I had wanted. I don't think there's anything down there, it's just bits of their guts. Well, that started surprisingly easy for a car with 0 engine power. It didn't tell me how much food I had, but alright. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I do need a gun, but that would hurt my morale. I don't know how bad it will hurt my morale. I do have a pistol, I guess. That's not that imperative. And I don't even have enough ammo for a second gun. So yeah, alright, you can keep your gun. Let's help him up. Okay, so Kepa and Murray are not happy with this, but Munchkin and Helly are. Alright. Guess Kepa is just not a very nice guy. I'm going to sleep. Even though the food is nice, I don't want to. Yeah, you've got to be ready for these sieges. Murray builds up settlement defenses. He makes plans and gets people to help him turn the place into a fortress. The bandits are overwhelmed and flee without hurting anyone. My only hesitation was that I wasn't sure this would make me tired, but it didn't, so that's good. Should I sell my sledgehammer? So I can probably afford to rob now that I have 2 hit points. So it is a siege soon. I don't have any medical, so I won't rob right now, but I will keep that in mind for future trading camps. Alright, that makes this trading camp completely worthless to me. Right? I'm not gonna sell anything. Is there any? Do I need? I don't need to buy a shotgun shells because I have no shotgun. What's my rifle doing up there? Hold on. I like being able to see my stuff. See, when you move your cursor or anything over an item in your inventory, it stays that way. So if I do that, it's now meat cleaver forever up here. So while I'm planning my things, I like to be able to look and think. So I have a gun. Yeah, there's no point buying or even stealing shotgun shells. Might steal gas. I mean, not now. I think I need the health more than I need. I think I need the health more than I need the gas at this next battle. So more gas doesn't mean more chainsaw. What's people's morale? Alright, Munchkin and Helly are actually pretty good. Pretty good in morale. Alright, here goes. Kepa grabs a couple of gas cannons and grunts. The other members are dragged into it. So I get 61 gas in exchange for losing 2 morale overall. The group arrives in a huge city conquered by undead and sees that their only chance is braving the sewer system. I'd rather him not shoot at all, really. Like, if he throws away the rifle or the pistol, I'll be disappointed, but I'll be okay. If he throws away the chainsaw, that could be very bad. So I'm going to hold on to these things. Now, I'm not tired, thankfully. I didn't eat the berries. I didn't risk 2 food for that. It's not worth it. I have a chainsaw and a grenade. Some ammo. I should be okay. This is a sewer run, but with the chainsaw, it should be pretty easy. Let's start by giving all the ammo to me. Well, to keep on, I mean. Like... No doors there. should not have brought a sledgehammer to this. I wasn't sure if the chick had made it out, so I went back in for it. I see the door, but I'm looking for the treasure. Well, that was kind of... I didn't find the treasure room, but I'm not going back looking for it. So maybe shooting? I don't have enough bullets. I probably need morale more than anything. Well, the 1 health is kind of tempting. Especially since Murray's down to 1 hit point. But it's like I have another Berserk in the team, so heh. Alright, so they all get morale. Munchkin gets mechanical, that's pretty good. Heli gets mechanical, that's pretty pointless. Keeper gets fitness, good. Murray gets shooting, alright. Let me think here. If I tell stories, I'll be tired, but I get more morale. Probably not worth it. I pretty much have to rely on food to raise my morale. Let me think here. 8 days left. I need 7 food to... Oh, I have enough food to feed my whole group. Well, like... Alright, well, any other food past this point is trading food. The group finds a street in a town that has traps all over it. Pits with blankets put over the top, snares everywhere, spikes on barrels, a door with an obvious guillotine over it. And these are just the visible ones. Now, something to keep in mind is, this happened after, I think I like the Wizard episode, and he had like stats close to being a paranoid. Then I entered like a magazine, I found like a magazine, it's like, oh crap, if I play my cards right, I could make him into a paranoid. It was during that episode I decided I would really concentrate on focusing how personality worked and traits and so forth worked. And so I can pretty much, after this run, if I were to play more games of this, play more runs of this, I could probably replace Munchkin with Mouse, who has the paranoid personality stats. Now, if a future patch rolls in that makes all traits unable to go to 0, 1, 5, and 6 like most traits are, then Mouse will be nerfed. But otherwise, Mouse can essentially be my new paranoid. That means I can have any other trait, which is going to be, in this case, Light Eater. Oh, that's something to think about. The side effect is Mouse, I think, would not be able to be as strong, but Munchkin doesn't really get to 6/6 in the end anyways. Alright, so in this case, I'm going to send Munchkin because he is paranoid. The only paranoid searching event you don't want to do is the mannequin event. I think that one results in you losing morale. Munchkin starts scavenging through the town, avoiding traps to the best of his ability. He is extremely paranoid about every step and action. It's slow going, many traps go off. Yeah, that sounds like my gameplay style. Munchkin is ready for every one of them and avoids injury. And his mechanical goes up. So yeah, it might be good that I didn't try to risk having Murray get +1 mechanical. And in this case, I might have wanted Munchkin to get +1 mechanical, because then he'd be at 4. Oh, Kepa's... Oops, I hit start just as that happened. Hold on. Kepa is a 5 medic. Huh. So if I get the 1 more medic, he can heal everybody for free, I think. I don't know if that's still a thing. I haven't really had I don't feel like I've really had a 6 medical since the very beginning when Civilized was my go-to trait. And I don't know if that's... if you can still heal for free. I might fast forward this section. I think it's easiest to do it editing-wise and viewing-wise and editing-wise. I think it's best if I clear out the streets mostly first and then start searching houses one by one. Can I fit through that? Never put yourself in that position where you have to ask, can I fit through that, and you'll die if the answer is no. I mean, if you have another option. If you have no other options, you might as well give it a shot. Hold on, AFK for a second anyway. By searching from the rearmost, I can drag the weapons I find closer to the car rather than further. So let's say I search like the houses nearest me. In that case, if I found things I wanted to keep and then I kept going, I'd have to drop them off on the 3rd row of buildings and so forth. I'm also thinking of after Death Road of Canada is done, I'm also thinking of doing State of Decay. I imagine I have it planned out this way. I'm going to do the original version of State of Decay for the main storyline, and then I'll play Year 1 edition, which I haven't played yet, for Lifeline, and then I'll mod it for Breakdown. I don't know. That sounds like that's the plan I think I'm gonna do. So I did buy Year 1 edition when it was a Steam sale. I think it was like $7 or something. And the only reason I did that was because I'm thinking I want to do videos on it. And the reason, and I've wanted to do videos on it for a while. Wasn't sure if I should. And then I heard State of Decay 2 is coming out, and I thought, oh, I probably really should do that then. I found some gas. I found 44 gas exactly. Yeah, alright, you can do that, it's fine. Whoops, apparently I'm carrying a wrench. Hold on, sorry, I know I keep going to that, but I kind of wanted to see what she thinks she should be using. I was gonna say it was a nice short house, like a real house, but no, it's just like magnificently larger on the inside than it is on the outside. I think the dog had searched it before I did. I don't know what hurt him. He was already bleeding by the time I got to him. Maybe he wandered in here during my big melee outside. Remember, you have a bit before the zombie will attack you when you're walking in a room and when they're walking in a room. That being said, I feel like your AI doesn't do a good job attacking the moment they enter the room either. So if you see a zombie, it's okay to just barrel into him. You actually have the element of surprise on him. So if I leave this room before they ever break out of those doors, they'll probably not chase me. Okay, so before I throw things in the trunk, let's take a look. I have found 14 shotgun shells, 45 gas, 4 medical. Did I bring a rifle? I don't think I did. 33 rifle bullets. Oh, not 14 shotgun shells, 19 shotgun shells. And 2 food. Really good run so far. And I still have 1 row to the south to do. I probably shouldn't have done that. Well, I guess I can always bring more gas. Not that I should need that much gas, really. I'm expecting most of these houses to actually be that. So if I really wanted to, I could like start another save or start, you know, with slot 2 or whatever, and search many more toilets or farm zombo points or something. And I had really thought about doing it and including under the Kepa season run, but I'm not sure if that would be good or bad. Like, it'd be good from a gameplay standpoint, but I don't know if it'd be good from a watching standpoint, because, you know, you're here to watch the Kepa run. So in that case, maybe I should do the farming off screen. But then it gets weird, because then I'll suddenly have a bunch of zombo points and 99 genie toilets searched. So I don't know. That's also something I've been thinking about. I got a lot of sleep, so I'm actually feeling pretty good about this run right now. Like, I feel like things are going really well. Maybe it's just the fact I got the extra vitality or what, but things are going swimmingly. So I found an additional 8 food, an additional 1 gas, 16 pistol bullets, an additional 1 medical, and an additional 6 shotgun shells. I don't exactly remember what I had found before. If I remember, I'll edit it right here, and you'll see what I found. Everything total, not counting any inventory items I may have acquired, which is mostly a hammer. But this was a supremely good run for me. compared to like what I've been seeing earlier. I will lose morale, but gain shooting. I have enough morale to lose, so let's do it. And also, I think probably only Munchkin and Heli will lose morale. So the group gets some shooting practice by blasting the cans, so everyone's shooting goes up. A man in red long johns runs onto the field with a pitchfork. My cans! My precious antique cans! Oh, look what you done to them! He shakes the pitchfork as he yells. Kepa and Murray don't care. Oh, wow! What happens if I do that? Don't have a cow man. Oh, I'm gonna look this up. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna look that up. That's probably my miracle quote right there. Okay, so the cans page didn't have anything. So I then typed in don't have a cow and Death Row to Canada, and this is one of the new rare characters. You get Bort, and Bort Samson, and he has a skateboard he uses as a weapon. Since I already have a full team, I'm not gonna do this. I will keep my Miracle Coolet. But that is something. So that's probably, so it's a new thing, and the odds of having a Miracle Coolet during the time you find the cans event is probably not all that stellar. I don't think it's going to be worth it to get him. If he becomes an achievement in the future or something, I will do this in a later run. I don't know if I'll be recording all those extra runs where I try to find people. I'm still thinking whether or not I want to do a guide on this, like a formal guide. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that would, like, I'm not sure if people would still be looking for guides these days for this game. So it's something I'm really thinking about. But I first have to finish Kepa Run, so let's go. I wonder what happens if I tell weapon stealing bandits to go out. There's a bridge bandit that happened earlier where I got like strength or fitness or something. If I have a Munchkin come to rescue, he'll probably get hurt. That's fine. Or the car will probably get hurt. But that's okay, because I can always use the Miracle Cool at some other place. Yeah, that was actually the best choice. For the weapon stealing bandits. So this is a note to self. Weapon stealing bandits, this is what happens. There's so many bandits that I just kind of blur them all together. Munchkin felt suspicious about the campsite, so he wanted to wait near the car. As everyone is being robbed, the car barrels to the campsite, plows over a tent, and then stops. The bandits are freaked out, so they flee. You'll want to make sure that your permanent also has a good loyalty stat, which is why when if you're just starting the game, and this is probably something I would be putting in my personality guide, but if you're just starting the game, I would try to create a bunch of characters, write down what their stats are for personality, and then maybe rename them those personality numbers. Then figure out what you want to do with them. So let's say that let's say that you had a character and he had 2 wits, 2 attitude, 6 composure, 6 loyalty. If you make him charming, he will have 6 across the board. Okay, I had to Alt-Tab to look at my notes just to make sure I'm saying the right thing. So just in case, I'm going to exit the game after this, restart the recording, so that way I'm not recording like a blank screen like I did in Shadow of Mordor. I have no idea if that's actually a thing. You probably do see something right now. But anyways, then he'll have 6 composure, 6 loyalty. He'll be civilized without the medical and mechanical background, but he'll have civilized stats for you, so he can do all the things. All right. So anyways, let me go ahead and restart the recording, and we'll be right back. So let me just reboot the game. Munchkin felt suspicious. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Alright, let me get the event. There we go. I wanted all the ding ding up here. I don't know if anybody really wants to see that, but yeah. Alright. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Death Row to Canada. Tran Edition, a graphics and audio mod. I'll see you next time.